the sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content. The pain.
I'm so
pain is inside.
tired.
The pain that I feel is real.
Tired of your
Tired of your
lies, yeah.
Tired of your games. It's time for you to go. You gotta go, baby. You gotta go. You got to go.
I'm tired of your lies. I'm tired of your games. You put me through some bullshit. You calling me names. Yeah. You put me on the ground. Yeah. Made me lose my job. Yeah. You disrespect my name. Now it's time to go. Pack your shit, get out my house. I don't need your ass no more. Fuck your pussy, you're a bitch. Why the fuck you in my life? Everything that I built, yeah, you trying to tear down. Yeah, now you trying to take my crown. Now it's time to go. You told your friends that I'm a dog. You told your friends I beat your ass. You're always living in the past. Relationships could never last. Playing games you played yourself. Yeah, all you wanted was my wealth. Yeah. You never cooked, said fuck his health. Fuck you and your family too. What the fuck is wrong with you? Can you see that I love you? The pain inside is hurting me. You destroyed your family. You want me to go to jail. I got no money for the bail. Get the fuck up out my house, cause it's time to go. This is what men go through. 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 What men go through, yeah.
Welcome everybody. Black Male Advice TV. Good morning. We have an interesting show for you today. Shout out to everybody joining in on the show. This morning we're going to be talking about what men go through. Interesting song produced by yours truly. But I decided to make a live stream about it. Because if you pay attention and you listen to the lyrics, a lot of you brothers, you may find yourself in that song. You see, the untold truth is that as a black man from the day we're born, we are pretty much put in a position where we have to fight and struggle to be pretty much recognized in this society. From when we're born, going to school, we get teased, bullied, looked upon. We have to do extra work in order to excel. And then we pretty much become teenagers and we go through the motions, graduate junior high, off to high school. And it's a lot of stuff we have to deal with. Depending on your background, neighborhood, where you come from, if you grew up with your mom, your dad, we get into relationships. And that is when, as black men, we really face the truth. And we go through some things that a lot of times we don't talk about because we're taught and trained that men don't cry, men don't show weakness. So we hold it inside. And because we hold this inside, this is when we lash out on each other. We fight each other. We resort to violence. And because of no guidance, because of no fathers in the home, most of us, and we pretty much join gangs. We start to rob, steal. We do what we can to survive because we don't know no better. It's not an excuse to participate in such an unfortunate way of living, but if you are a black man and you grew up in the inner city neighborhoods within black communities, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a lot of stuff that we go through that is very, very important for us to recognize today of how far we've gone. Some of us brothers, some of you don't even know how you made it this far because you should have been gone already. Shout out to everybody joining in on the show. We got who we got in the building. We got Monty, Noda Bait, Urema, Wayne, Virgil, Shiva, Brittany, Andrea. Let's see who else we got here. All right, V-Dub Man in the building. What's going on? Ronell, what's going on? Yeah. So, as black men, we're faced with a lot of challenges. And one of the greatest challenges we have in today's day, besides the nonsense we got to go through within the world, getting a job, maintaining a job, is relationships. Unfortunate for a lot of us brothers, we go through the motions of dealing with a lot of the problems that many men face in today's day. If you listen to the song at the beginning, he talked about a lot of the things that men go through. Men go through a lot when it comes to relationships. A lot of you brothers that are going to be listening to this live, you're going to pretty much find yourself in this show because you may be involved in a relationship where you're dealing with issues and you may not have anybody to talk about your issues. So this show will be some sort of therapy for you, as well as to hopefully make women understand exactly what they may be putting you through. We deal with a lot. As black men, we got to go to work. We got to deal with the 9 to 5. We got to deal with all the issues that come with having a job, the workplace, dealing with crazy co-workers. We got to deal with a lot of stuff. And unfortunately, when we get into relationships, it just adds more of a burden to what we already have to deal with. Most brothers are challenged in relationships. Relationships can be a challenge for a lot of black men. Because within this culture of feminism, Me Too movements, it puts men in a position where it's pretty difficult for them to be men and lead their home, lead their relationships, because their woman in most cases feel that she is in the driver's seat. I want this video to pretty much go out to the good brothers, not the brothers who are the pump and dump guys and the guys who are just doing women dirty. We're not talking about those guys. Those guys are getting the reward that they want. What we're focused on is the issues that men are facing right now, so that the good brothers can see what they have to deal with, and hopefully women can see what you're putting these men through, which is one of the main reasons why you're never going to have a relationship or a successful man in your life, because you don't know how to coexist with a man. Many brothers, at the sound of my voice, you're dealing with women that they throw you under the bus, they betray you, they're not loyal, they're not honest, they're not upfront. And because of that, that's why I made that song a while ago, because I really wanted black men to have something out there that can make them realize that, yo, I know what you're going through. I know you're dealing with a lot of nonsense. And I tried to make the song in a way where they can recognize and see themselves. You're dealing with women that lie to you. You thought that this particular sister was honest. You thought she was true, but she lies. A lot of women lie, and it puts men in a difficult position where they can't trust a woman. Because when you get into these relationships, if you can't trust the woman you're with, it really puts you in a bad spot, because your woman's supposed to be your helpmate. She's supposed to be the one in which you can go to for comfort and encouragement. But when your own woman is not with you, that's a problem. And a lot of black men are struggling with that today, where you are in a relationship with a woman, or maybe you're currently in a relationship with a woman, and you're dealing with a lot of lies. She's not being honest. She's not being truthful. She's hiding information from you. And if that continues, it's going to affect the way you see other women. It's a serious problem. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sherelle. See you in the building. So as black men, we deal with women that play games, that tell lies, and it causes a lot of confusion for us as men. They put you through a lot of BS. They throw you under the bus. They call you names. And see, this is happening because society has made women feel that they could say and do whatever they want. They have no reverential fear of the Most High. They have no understanding of their purpose as a woman. So consequently, what's happening is black men and women are literally competing for who is the head of the household, who has the authority. So when you get into these relationships, it becomes very, very hostile and chaotic sometimes, especially after you have children. A lot of times women will get with a man, and then once they have children, all of a sudden now she want to get in her feelings. He's cheating on me. She make up all of these excuses to look at this brother in a bad light. And the thing is, the brother didn't do nothing wrong. You could be the type of brother that just go to work. Go to work, provide, do what you're supposed to do. Good, hard-working brother. And because your woman has now adapted to motherhood, right? She forgot her purpose, or she never known her purpose. She was accustomed to the single life. She was accustomed to going to the club, partying with her friends, hanging out with her friends. And now that she got kids, she don't know how to separate, you know, the teenage years from adulthood and motherhood. So because you're always out at work and she got to be home with the kids, she tend to feel like she's missing out on life. She tend to feel like you're out, you're able to go out, you're able to be in public, but I got to be here with these kids and I don't have much of a life. I'm just raising kids. And because women don't know their role, because they don't understand that when children come, things have to change. You cannot do the same thing when children comes in. See, this is why society have set up the majority of women to fail. And because most women don't understand their role, it becomes a burden to men that are positive, where you may not have been raised with a father, and whether you did or not, most of you brothers know that as a man, you're supposed to provide for your house. You're supposed to provide for yourself. And especially if you have children, you're supposed to provide for your children. So while you're focused on your calling, when you're focused on your task as a man, your woman, she don't seem to understand the importance of her role to you. So she end up causing you more stress, where she should be encouraging you, renewing your spirit, and helping you to deal and cope with your everyday issues that you deal with on the job. When you come home, most of you brothers, you deal with a woman who is argumentative. She lies, she's playing games, she's putting you through a lot of BS, she's calling you names because she's upset with herself because she can't find her way. In most relationships, there is such thing as a woman being jealous of her man. You could be a woman in a relationship, have a good man, he's working, providing, bills are paid. And you could be the type of woman who is jealous of your man. It's very possible to be in a relationship and you're jealous of your man because you see that he is focused on his calling, he's focused on being a husband or whatever the situation, he's a good father. You see him doing what he's supposed to do. But because you're occupied with children, because you have not figured out what your role is, you end up getting jealous of your own man. And now you begin to despise him. And rather than you trying to build him up, be his cheerleader, encourage him, now you bring a sour, bitter vibe to the household that when he come from work, from a hard day's work, dealing with all the issues in the world, rather than him coming home to a peaceful environment, instead he got to deal with you, nagging, complaining, arguing, filling his spirit with all of the bad things that can possibly be. Rather than you let this man come in the house and let him unwind, take off his shoes, take a shower and relax, the first thing you want to do is tell him all the bad news for the day. You want to tell him what the kids are doing and the bill that's due and how he's not spending enough time with you, or we need to talk. And this man is already dealing with the fact that maybe his company's about to lay him off, or maybe there's some changes to his job, or, he might have had a bad day at work. And he's coming home hoping that his woman is going to give him some encouragement. And instead, Satan is in his woman. How many of you brothers are in that situation right now? How many of you brothers are going through that same roller coaster right now? You come home, you come in the house, you're not even greeted with a hello. It's a sad situation, but most men are going through a whole lot in today's day. Some of you brothers, your woman, she broke up with you because she feel that you're not spending enough time with her. She feel you're cheating on her. She feels whatever she want to feel. And it all goes back to jealousy. A lot of women are very, very bitter in their relationships. A lot of sisters want to be in relationships. They want to be in marriages, but do they know the price, the cost of being a wife, the role of being a wife? See, if you're a woman and you go into a marriage and you don't understand your role and you don't understand your purpose, then what's going to happen is you are going to be frustrated because your friends that are single, they're going to be out going to the club, going to the bar, going happy hour, doing all that stuff that you were so accustomed to doing. And because you got to raise your children, because your husband expects dinner, because you got to tidy up the house, you don't really have no time to go with your friends the way you used to. So now your friends are calling you saying, hey, girl, you ain't going to hang out with us? You don't hang out with us no more? What's going on? You tied up in your relationship. Now, you're frustrated because on one hand, you want to be the wife. You want to do the right thing, but you feel like you're missing out. Your girlfriends are texting you, calling you, saying, girl, you missed it. Last night we had a lot of fun. We went out. So-and-so was performing. You missed everything. And while she's telling you that, your kids is in the room. Diapers need to be changed. Your husband come home. He's already upset. He's asking you, did you cook? But you ain't cooked nothing. So now he's angry with you right now because here you have a hard-working man, a hard-working black man. He should not have to come home and there's no food in that pot. There's no reason to be a wife. There's no reason to have a wife. And I have to come home from a hard day's work and she don't understand that I need food to eat. I mean, I can always go get me some Chinese food. I can always go get me some McDonald's. But what's the point of going and do all of that when I got a wife at home? What sense does it make to have a wife if she's not cooking and providing meals? Shout out to all the black women out there that cook for their man, that cater to their man and always have a hot plate and have her man smiling because she's always there to make sure he got good food to eat. It's very pleasing to a man when he have that. See, most of you brothers that are single who are literally out there doing women dirty, you're missing out on a whole lot when it comes to having a wife, a good wife. But now, most brothers are struggling because they don't have a good wife or they don't have a good woman. They're dealing with a lot of drama. So your baby mama left you. That's the question. She left you not because you're a bad guy. She left you because you're doing too good. Most women, when they enter relationships, they had no problem with you because in most instances, if you really be honest as a man, sometimes that woman may have been doing better than you for the moment. She may have had a more steady job, a little more education, and you were working your way up. But then something happened. You surpassed her. You surpassed her in the workforce. You began to learn new skills, new trades. And before you know it, you became more valuable, more wise. You took on your role as a man. You embraced who you are as a man. You recognize that you're a father. You recognize that you have children now. And you did everything within your power to make sure that you take care of your family. You didn't put them to the side. You made sure that they came first before you. And your woman noticed this. She noticed that you're always happy. She noticed that you're always encouraged. You're always thinking about something new. And because of that, she grew envious. She grew jealous of you. And now what happens is she began to despise you. And see, I'm not referring to the good women. I'm referring to the women that allowed the devil to come into their house to destroy their family. Again, if you listen to that song, so much was happening, so much was said that it probably flew right over your head because see, when most women are hurt and bitter, you know what they do? They go to Facebook, they go to Instagram, and they put their man on blast. How many of you ladies are doing that right now? How many of you ladies are putting your man on blast on Facebook, telling all your friends that he ain't no good, he ain't a good father, knowing good and well that your man has always been there for his children. He always provided. He never missed a birthday. Never missed no holidays. Whether you celebrate holidays or not, when it came to his children, that brother was always there. And rather than you honor that and respect that because you're jealous of that brother, because you're unhappy with the fact that he moved on and got a new relationship, you're doing everything within your power to sabotage his new relationship and or to attack him where it hurts, which is his pockets. Most of you brothers, at the sound of my voice, your old lady put you on child support, even though you always been there for your children. Now, I can understand a brother being put on child support because he's a deadbeat, he don't take care, he don't provide for his children. But when you're a man and you provide for your children and your woman still go to the courts and lie and make up stories that you were never there, and now the courts come after you, and then you wake up one morning and you go to your checking account and you realize that the deposit that's supposed to be there for your check, it's not all the money, and you're looking at it like, wait a minute, something must be wrong. Or your supervisor call you in and say, from now on, we're going to be deducting certain percentage out of your paycheck that's going to child support. And you're like, child support? Nah, there must be a mistake. There must be a mistake because I know I take care of my kids. So, nah, there's a mistake. Trust me, there's a mistake. Human resources, hello? Yeah, how is that possible? Well, the mother of your children filed for this, and it goes to show that before that even happened to you, that means she was going to the courts for a while. She was plotting behind your back the whole damn time. So now they're garnishing your paycheck. The money is not even being used for your child. You're even more frustrated. Here you are trying to build your life, trying to do the best you can for your kids. And the woman in whom you thought was riding with you till the wheels fall off, instead, she's the one the devil is using to destroy your life. Ain't it something, brothers, that we could be in a relationship and you would think that the one that you're with is the one that knows you the most? It be that very one that is trying their best to hurt you. How many brothers are in that boat? How many brothers have lost a job because of a woman? Where your old lady, she couldn't understand the fact that you moved on. Because see, brothers, as men, we know how to move on. We know how to pick up the pieces. We know how to overcome the issues. Whereas most women, they hold on to the past. They hold on to every little detail. They don't know how to let go. And what happens a lot of times is these women will come up to your job and make noise, wanting to fight, argue. And before you know it, it starts to affect your money. And you end up losing your job over it. Ain't that something? And now that you lost your job, you're still on child support. So all of that money now is piling up. You still are responsible for your child support. They don't care about the fact that you're going through hell. So as black men, not only are you dealing with joblessness, child support, a woman who is out there doing her best to destroy you, but now you have to try to figure out where you're going to stay. Some of you brothers been in a situation where you lost everything over a woman. Some of you brothers, you had your own crib, your own house, and because your baby mama, your wife, or whatever the case is turned against you, you end up losing your house, your job, your car, everything. And she still ain't taking care of them kids. And it frustrates you to know that the kids is in her custody and she bringing all these different types of men around. Your kids are telling you about this. And it's frustrating you. And this is what men are going through. This is what men are going through. And they don't have an outlet by which they can speak. They don't have a place of therapy. But this is what they're going through. You disrespect his name. You disrespect his abilities. You tell everybody that he ain't nothing when you know good and well this has always been an upstanding brother. Why is it that the good brothers are always talked about as if though they were never good? It's because your woman grew to despise you because you outgrown her. In a relationship, it is very important that both the man and the woman grow at the same time. But what happens most of the time is a man can be elevating himself and his woman becomes lazy. She don't want to do nothing with herself. She don't want to excel. She don't want to learn a skill, a trade. She don't want to do anything. So she just sits there. And year after year after year, her man grow. She still the same. He's telling her, honey, look all the different things I'm doing. I'm working on this. I'm working on that. She's not excited about it. You know why? Because she's jealous. She really don't care. She's upset with your success. Rather than her being happy and grateful for the fact that she have a man that's successful, that's doing his best to provide, she's unhappy with the fact that you, of all people, from where you came from, have grown to a level of success. Ain't that something? That you could be in a relationship where you were at the bottom at one point as a man. You came from the gutter, didn't have nothing, no job, nothing. Your woman was working, and whatever the case is, y'all kicked it off. You got a job, you got on your feet, you took some tests, you got some education, and before you know it, you excelled. Now you're a good father, you have always been a good husband, you have always been a good provider, and you never got no credit for that. And now your woman grew to despise you. Of all people, she despised you. She grew up with no father, yet she despised you. A lot of that have to do with the fact that she ain't grow up with her father. So she take her frustration out on you because she see her father. And when she don't see you around because you're busy, she don't understand that that's what a man is supposed to do. A real man is supposed to be busy. A real man is supposed to be working on new things, new ideas, new projects. A real man is focused on building. That's what we do as men. It should be very difficult to even get your time because you're so busy providing. That's what we do as men. We got to provide for our family, provide for our children. That's what we do. But instead of her appreciating you, she got jealous of you. So now she's on social media bashing you, telling all her friends that you weren't there for your kids, that you don't love the children. So now everybody's against you now. All her friends are against you. Family's against you. Because she gets into the victim, I'm the victim mode. She tears up a little bit. It looks believable to the surface. So now everybody think you're this terrible person. And no matter how much you explain yourself, they're not going to take your side. If you're in a situation, brothers, where you're in a toxic relationship, you need to pack that woman's things and let her go. It makes no sense to be in a relationship that's toxic where a woman is really not bringing nothing of any value to you. You know, we hear a lot of talk about high value and do women want to be wives, and what are they willing to do for a high value man? Brothers, most of these women out here today, most of them don't even know what their role is. I'm going to have another live stream later on today. I'm going to probably crank out like 2 more live shows in the day. But I'm going to talk about another issue later on today that's going to be very important. It's about dating. It's about the whole dating thing. But to get back on my topic, most women don't know what their purpose is. So how are they going to know how to be a wife, how to serve a man? That language for most women is foreign. Most women get very offended when you even talk about serving a man. They're like, serving a man? I'm not going to serve no man. I'm not a slave. I don't do that. So, woman, you're not going to cook for your man? No, he could cook for himself. This is the mentality of most women today. They believe that all they got to do to meet a man is to look pretty. Ladies, I'm going to make some shows where I am going to make you feel disgusted about yourself, because your beauty really don't mean shit. It really don't. When you really get down to it, brothers, when you're a mature man and you begin to look at women for who they are, you start to look below the surface. You start to realize all that outward beauty, all that stuff we go crazy for, it really ain't worth nothing. It really isn't. Because if this woman is not serving you, if this woman don't cater to you, if this woman don't show you any sort of respect, what is the point of being in this relationship? You know, I'm the originator of the talking point that a woman is supposed to show you respect. I'm the original creator of the talking point that says that as a man, although as a man having the love of a woman is important, I wanted men to understand that in order to identify that a woman loves you, you must judge it based on the level of respect she give you. Love in and of itself is important, but I don't want you as a man to walk around wanting an emotional feeling. The love that should come from a woman is interpreted and judged by the respect she give you. That talking point is now coveted all over YouTube by many content creators. They got it from me. Yes, indeed. Because I figured out a long time ago that even in the scriptures, when the Bible teaches a woman to love her husband, in the context of love, it means to respect. The reason why the love of a woman is judged by respect and not an emotional feeling is because women understand that they are ruled by emotions. So if you're looking for emotional love from a woman, you're going to be in for a rude awakening, because women go through mood swings. They have emotional moods and changes. So her love, if it's an emotional thing, is going to fluctuate. Today she's going to love you, tomorrow she's going to hate you. Today she's going to love you, tomorrow she may like you again. So if you are the type of man who is craving the love of a woman in terms of emotional feelings, you're going to be frustrated, because a woman is going to always let you down in that area. Any one of you brothers who are in a long-term relationship, you know good and well that no matter how good your woman is, there's going to be times when she's going to have an attitude, a time when she's going to be down, a time when she's just going through her little motions, and you just got to deal with whatever you got to deal with. Those of you who are in real relationships, you know this is to be true. So, okay, I get it. Some days she's going to be up, some days she's going to be down. It is what it is. But when it comes to respect, that's something your woman should be identifying and practicing all the time. If your woman respect you, she'll cook for you. If your woman respect you, she won't be out there putting you on blast on the gram or on Facebook. If your woman respect you, she won't come up to your job making a bunch of noise. If your woman respect you, she won't call you out your name. She won't be lying to you. She won't be playing no games. She won't be disrespecting you. She won't be doing none of that nonsense because she respects you. So this is why I created the talking point of don't judge a woman by the love she give, judge her by her respect level. Do she respect you? Because if she is arguing in the street with you, she don't respect you because she's making a scene. She's embarrassing you in front of all of the people. You understand? Thanks for the super chat, counselor. She's embarrassing you in the street. That's a sign of disrespect. So she don't love you. She's not showing love. Love is an action word. Love does something. Love says, I'm in the street, so I'm not going to try to belittle and emasculate my man in public before everyone. That's the worst kind of disrespect, to cuss and argue with your man in the street in front of the whole world. You're provoking this man to violence. You're provoking this man, woman. And unfortunately, a lot of brothers are going through that nonsense right now. And you don't know where to turn because, you're dealing with these issues, and again, you're trained and taught that you're supposed to, suck it up and just, I'm a man, I can take all of this, I'm built for this because I'm a man. No, if you harbor in all of that energy, if you harbor in all of that pain, eventually what's going to happen is you're going to lash out. You're going to lash out. You're going to get angry. You're going to become violent. And we don't want you to do that. We don't want you to go putting your hands on a woman over, some issues you may have due to her provoking you. But at the same time, why is she in your life? Ladies, why are you in these men's lives? Why are you in these brothers' lives if all you're going to do is cause him chaos and confusion and hurt and pain? Where this brother have to face his peers and face his friends, his co-workers. And every day he have to be around them, and he's talking and laughing with them about trivial things, about relationships, and at the same time, his relationship is on the rocks. It's a very, very uncomfortable place to be. Hey bro, check out this video, man. These women be wildin', right? Yeah, man, these women be disrespecting their man and so and so and so. And all the while he's showing you that video, your old lady doing the same thing to you. And you're sitting there frustrated because you're like, am I the only one going through this? Am I the only one struggling in this? And a lot of guys, they don't have no one to talk to. And they're dealing with all these issues. You're going to work, you're dealing with the BS on the job. Then the courts are calling you and your money not looking right. Rent is due. It's a lot of stuff us brothers go through, man. I know. I feel your pain, man. A lot of you brothers out there, you're on the edge, man. Some of you brothers are on the edge right now. Your rent is due. Baby mama flipping. She bugging. Her mom calling you, telling you ain't nothing. She's telling you your daughter need this, your daughter need that. You're telling her, look, I got things I got to do. You know what I'm saying? You're already getting money. You still asking me for more. Like, give a brother a break. But no, you want to hog this brother down. You want this brother to go kill himself. Some of you ladies, you wouldn't mind. That's what you're trying to do. Shout out to Corey Gainey for the super chat. He says, been having a problem balancing the red pill truth and what's best for the black community. Men go through it the most. See, the thing with the whole red pill stuff is that, and I'm going to do a video on this. It's going to be a shocker. A lot of you brothers are not getting the true red pill knowledge. The true red pill knowledge come from the Bible. Yeah. This red pill rage that a lot of brothers are in, it ain't getting y'all nowhere. Because it's not giving you the real information or the solutions on how to excel and build in life. It's just teaching you to be angry. It's just teaching you all the negative things about women, and it's really not offering you any solutions on how to cope and grow and overcome, and then successfully gain a relationship with a quality woman in whom you can build with. It just teaches you to be angry. It teaches you all the negative things about bad women, but it's not teaching you nothing about good women. It's not teaching you nothing about there are some positive sisters out there. There are some decent black women who aren't poison. There are women of other ethnic groups that aren't poison. The problem is, if you get so accustomed to various content creators, this one and that one, who personally don't even have a relationship, then you're going to be just like those guys. Just a bunch of bitter men mad at women. You don't want to do that. So you have to look at what's going on within the community. The true red pill knowledge is coming from the scriptures, coming from the Bible. That's where real red pill knowledge come from. The majority of the information that brothers teach or preach on, they get bits and pieces from the Bible and then they twist it into their own little thing and they run with it, but they don't give you the core information on how you can overcome your problems and succeed in life. Because at the end of the day, as black men, we're supposed to be building family. All of us brothers, we're getting older. We're not young teenage boys. We're grown men. So we're supposed to be establishing families. Enough of the games, enough playing around, enough, chasing tail. What have we accomplished? We only have but so much time on this planet. We only have but so much time. Ain't no time to be dating. Ain't no time to be playing around. You're supposed to be securing a wife or wives and building family so that you can leave your legacy, so that you can teach your kids what you know, so that all the things you weren't able to accomplish as a man, you can instill those values within your children so they could take the baton and pretty much move forward with all the greatness that was in you. You brothers must recognize purpose and stop chasing WAP, because it's the WAP that got you brothers in trouble. It's the thirst of a woman that got you brothers derailed off the purpose of the Most High for your life. And it's my hope that this early morning live show will instill some encouragement and value into you so that you can grow. You see, I made a list of multiple things from that song right in front of me so that I can pretty much identify where we are. We went through the fact that she lies, she play games, she's putting you through a lot of BS, she call you names, she put you on blast on the gram, disrespect your name, made you lose your job. I taught you that you need to tell her, pack her bags and leave. If you're living with her, it's even worse. If you're a brother and you're living with a woman, you need to stop that right away. You should never, under any circumstances, move in with a woman. You should be the one that have your place, or just live in your place and you visit, boom, 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 get to know what's going on and you keep it moving. But you should never move into a woman's place, because when things get rocky, she's going to kick you out, bro. mark my words, she's going to kick you out. She's going to put you out. So when we look at this situation, why is she in her life? Why do women get involved with men only to tear them down? And it's always the good brothers she do this to. She's trying to tear down everything you built. Bro, you're out here working hard, building, and she's destroying your property. Some of you brothers, the woman you're with, she pretty much keyed your car, man. Took that key and scraped your brand new truck. And you're sitting here and you're shaking your head like who do you turn to? Like what do I do? Like do I do something to her? Do I go to jail? Like what are your options? Like come on. She's destroying your property. She burned your clothes. You know what I mean? She kicked your she took your dog and threw your dog out. All sorts of crazy stuff. Destroyed your PS4, all the games, broke them up because she's upset with you. Why do women do that? I don't know. That's a very toxic relationship, brothers. You got to come out of that. You should not be in a relationship where you have a violent, crazy woman who is doing you no good. You shouldn't be in a situation like that. That's a bad situation, man. And a lot of brothers are in that boat. A lot of you brothers are in that boat. You see? Shout out to Show Shao. See you in the building. You have to recognize that if she's tearing down everything you built over the years, you got to let her go. You know what I mean? She's telling all her friends that you're a dog. Some women even lie and tell their friends that you beat them, that you actually physically hit them. Now, that's going to make people really turn against you. It may even cause someone to try to harm you. You ladies that do that, you're wrong, man. You're wrong. You shouldn't go around telling people that the man, abused you, and you shouldn't do that, man. You should not falsify information, fabricate stories. You calling the cops on this brother. How many of you brothers, your old lady called the cops on you, man? You in the house, she called the cops on you, and they came to the door, banging the door down. All the neighbors are looking like, what's going on at this people's house? Cops are like, we got a call, domestic issues. The woman said you hit her, blah, 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 blah. They coming inside the house. You're like, ain't nothing wrong here, officer. Everything is good. But she's starting to get loud. I don't want you in the house. You keep abusing me. And the cops are like, yo, and now they put you in handcuffs. And you're like, yo, why you putting me in handcuffs for? What the hell? I didn't do nothing, yo. I didn't do nothing. What the hell what are you putting me in handcuffs? I didn't do nothing, officer. It was just for our safety. We just trying to figure out what's going on here. You know what I mean? Yo, you bugging, man. You called the cops on me? Really? Yo, officer, I didn't do nothing to this lady, yo. I'm here chilling. She just keep arguing. She keep, she wilding out, man. What the hell, yo? Why you gonna call the cops, though, yo? I'm in my damn underwear. I'm outside in the cold. All the neighbors is watching me like, you bugging, yo. Damn, yo. Yo, officer, it's cold, right? It's cold out here, man. I don't got no damn shoes on. Y'all gonna bring me outside? Like, y'all couldn't just hold me by the door? Y'all bugging, man. All of this because she called you? Like, you don't even have no evidence. You don't got no proof of nothing. You just treating me like this because I'm a black man, right? And see, that's exactly what she did to you, bro. Because you a black man. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Brown Hornet. What's going on? Thanks for the super chat. Said facts, Ringo. And OG taught me that years ago. Never move in with a woman. Have them move in with you. That is a fact. That should be put on a t-shirt. You ought to never, under any circumstances as a man, move in with a woman. I don't care if she got her own nice crib and you struggling. Bro, if you struggling and you don't got your own crib, number one, you shouldn't even be with a woman. Get yourself together first then seek women. This is why a lot of you brothers, you get in trouble, because you're trying to seek relationships when you haven't even established you. You got to get you together. You know what I mean? You got to get you. It's like, what's more important, having your own crib or having a new car? I hope it's having a new crib. You should have your own place first before you're thinking about a whip. And you shouldn't be buying no car that is out of your budget just because you want to impress people. You shouldn't be doing that. So it's very important that you has established yourself as a man and not allowed yourself to move in with a woman, because she's going to use that card against you. Every lady at the sound of my voice, they know what I'm talking about. The minute that man don't do right by you, you're going to kick him out. I've seen many brothers get kicked out of apartments, kicked out of houses, all their stuff thrown on the curb, and people start robbing their personal belongings. It's a sad situation, man. Very, very sad. I've seen guys kicked out, all their stuff sitting on the curb, and the woman laughing, and then she bring in her new man right after that. That's how the emotions of a woman work. She can click the switch, and before you know it, she forget about you. Because it's really all out of revenge. She just want to make your life a living hell. It is what it is, man. See? So, in many of these situations, throughout this live, a lot of you brothers may find yourself in it. Some of you brothers, you're dealing with women who, they live in the past. It's like they can't let go. They never let go of the past. They are always remembering the past. And if you know anything about the Bible, you can remember Lot's wife. When the Most High sent the angels, and the angels prepped them to leave because they were going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, they told them not to look back. Don't look back. Don't look back. But Lot's wife, because of her curiosity, because she wanted to be nosy, because she couldn't focus on what's ahead, she turned to stone. Literally, she just turned to stone. That is symbolic of what's going on today with most women. They have literally turned to stone, and they're sitting there and they're not making no progress because they're constantly in the past, constantly thinking about the past. They're not focused on the future. They're not focused on growth. And if you're with a woman like that, it's like having a boat or a ship, and she is the anchor, and she's preventing you from proceeding. She's preventing progress. As men, we need progress. If there's no progression, there will be depression. If there is no progression, there will be depression. You will be depressed. You will be unhappy. You will be miserable. This is very important for you brothers to understand. I'm preaching to you. You can't be with a woman who is not in the business of pursuing the goal with you. You must get involved with women that understand progress. You have to preach progress to any woman that you're with, because women get in their feelings, brothers. Women will get into their feelings over time because they can't see the vision like us. They get into their feelings because they don't know, they're uncertain. There's a lot of uncertainty with women. So a lot of times as men, we already know where we're going in life. We have the plan. We know what we're doing. So you have to know how to reinforce the mandate of the vision to your woman to let her know that it's going to be okay. Things might not be the way it needs to be now, but don't worry about it, babe. It's going to be good. You got to stick through it. You got to move on. You got to press through. You got to reach for the goal. This is when I need you the most, when things are not looking right. This is why when you get into a relationship, it got to be for the good, the bad, and the ugly, for better and for worse. Till death do you part. You can't be getting into these relationships playing games. This is not a game. You hear a lot of people using all my talking points about marriage as a business. Everybody always want to use these talking points, man. I should have copywritten all of those talking points a long time ago, because people are running wild with these talking points when they don't even understand what they're talking about. You see, marriage is a union created by the Most High God. The functionality of a marriage is likened to a business, which you would say marriage is a business. But see, in a business, it's not just about profit. It's about integrity. It's about having a product that sells. It's about having everyone doing their part. It's about respect and honor. And unfortunately, most people that talk about marriage as a business don't have one of those businesses, because they failed at the business of marriage. Therefore, they're not qualified because they're a terrible businessman. See, if marriage is a business, then the CEO of the company must know how to function and have staff that are able to do their task. A man of authority, a man of honor and integrity is able to delegate this task to his wives and make them understand why they're there. See, as a man of truth, a man of honor, when you get with a woman, it's not about you just getting in her pants and getting some wop. It's about you understanding that this family needs to grow. And in order for this to grow, as a man, I got to be a leader, a guide, a protector, one who is going to encourage the women to know that them being here is a greater purpose. I don't want no woman around me just to be around me. I don't want no woman in my world if she don't understand purpose. Because if I'm hollering at a woman, it's not because I just want to bang her. I have a purpose to fulfill. And it's very important to me that a woman is on that page. That's why the Bible says to dwell with them according to knowledge. Because if you get with a woman and she's not knowledgeable like you, it's going to be a lot of problems. A lot of problems for you. Thanks for the super chat again, counselor. You said serial dating has wasted time and ruined the community. Can't build wealth jumping from person to person. That's a fact. My next live show is going to be about dating. It's going to be a very, very powerful show. You don't want to miss that one. It's going to be an eye-opener on the truth. Because like the brother said, serial dating has wasted a lot of people's time. If you really think about it, man, a lot of time is being wasted. Just wasted away. And before you know it, you're old and gray with gray hair, trying to figure out what went wrong. We're going to learn about that later on, because I'm going to deal with that topic. And the way I'm going to deal with it, a lot of you brothers are going to be like, wow, I didn't know it was like that, man. Like, yeah, that's exactly how it's supposed to be. So make sure you tune in later on for that live stream. But a lot of you brothers, man, your woman still lives in the past. So she turned to stone. She's just sitting there while you making progress. She's sitting there watching you getting angry and mad. And sometimes, brothers, you could be the best man. You could be the best father, doing all the right things. Your woman not cooking for you. She don't even care about your health, bro. A woman is supposed to be cooking and providing quality meals for her man, to sustain him, to prepare him, to build him up so that he can pretty much have a good bill of health. But if your woman is not doing all of that, she don't care if you die. She's waiting for you to die in some instances to get your pension, to get the life insurance. Some of you brothers got to be very wary about those things. Some of you brothers, if you're in a situation like that, I would suggest that you, if you know that you have a woman that's wicked as hell like that, you need to go change your beneficiaries. You need to really think about that. You need to really think about your beneficiaries when it comes to your money. If you know you have a wife that's doing you dirty, or a baby mama or whatever that's doing you dirty, and you know that if you were to pass away, there might be some money left behind, make sure that money is in the beneficiary of your children. You know, like how you put how much, 25%, 50%, whatever the case is, you split that between all your kids, all of them. You give them the most percentages of whatever, and you just give your woman, or whoever she is, with her wicked self, 5%. That's it. That's all you need. 5%. The kids get everything. It's very important that you do that, because you don't want a situation where she get all your money, then she goes squander it, and your children got nothing, and you passed away. You don't want to be in a situation like that, brothers. It has gotten so bad that most of these sisters, they just with you because you got money. They're there because of your money. They're not there because they love and respect you. They're there because you got money, which is why I don't support all of this high value man nonsense, because what they provide or what they promote is this idea that you're supposed to have all this money and your woman is supposed to sit on her behind and do nothing while they just take care of all the bills and just do whatever. No, what that's going to do is spoil a woman to make her believe that you're just supposed to be her sugar daddy. And that's not what this is about. We're not here to become sugar daddies for women, and all they got to do is just look pretty. No, as a woman, you have a purpose. As a man, I'm here for a purpose. You have a purpose to be my helpmate. I'm not going to be here long. You know, most high willing, cool. But I know as a man, I have a time on this earth. All of you brothers, there's a time stamp on you. No matter how successful you may be, no matter where you are in your life right now, there is a time stamp. Today you're here, tomorrow you could be gone. So at the end of the day, we need to make sure that as men, that we have women that understand purpose, so that when we're gone, they're still fulfilling that purpose. This is why polygyny is so important. This is why, brothers, I encourage you, no matter how long it takes, no matter how difficult it may be, deal with women that embrace polygyny. Because when you're gone, you're going to need women that's going to take the mantle and they're going to move forward with that legacy that you built. Through all your children, they're going to make sure that your name live on, and they're going to honor and respect you always because of the greatness that you have displayed in this world. You don't want a woman that once you're gone, she just get with another man and forget about raising your children and she don't care. We don't want that, because that's how we were raised. Majority of us was raised by parents that didn't leave us nothing, didn't give us nothing, didn't provide us no money, no nothing, no inheritance. We literally had to start from the bottom. Most of us are behind 20 years, where our white counterparts are ahead of us 20 years, whereas you're now 40-something years old, 60 years old, and you're now buying your first house. Whereas your white counterparts in their early 20s, they're moving into a house that's already paid for by their parents. Ain't that something? We're behind 20 years. You're now turning 45, about to buy your first car. Your white counterparts, they've been driving new cars when they were teenagers. Is that to say that you're less of a person? No. What it says is that we're behind because we have no family structure, because we have no longevity, we have no wealth. And because of monogamy, we are behind. This is why polygyny is very important, because it allows you to build a large family. It allows you to have the helps of your wives. It allows you to start businesses and have them run by you and your wives, rather than your wives working at a 9-to-5, giving 8 to 14 hours a day to a company, serving them, serving a supervisor, serving a boss. Instead, your woman will be serving you. Instead, your woman could be running the business that you started. Your wives can literally be homeschooling the kids, rather than having your kids out there in Satan's schools, dealing with all of the criminals and thugs and all of the evil and the sin and all the wickedness that's in the world. Instead, the kids are being raised in a flourishing home with beautiful wives that are righteous and pure, who understand the will of the Most High. But that can't happen when you're dealing with all these type of women who are just feminists and frustrating you, and they don't have no purpose, no desire for nothing. They just clueless. It really puts a brother in a frustrating situation where he has no choice. He's like, look, do I be righteous or do I be a player? Do I be a righteous man or do I just go out there joining the other guys who just pump and dump women? What should I do? What should I do? If I can't beat them, should I join them? I mean, should I still follow the Most High and try to do the right thing, or should I just go be a player? I'm gonna have a video live stream about that. Should you be a player or a righteous man? Look out for that live show. We're gonna be talking about a lot of issues, because a lot of brothers are going through it, man. It's what men go through. A lot of good brothers are going through this. A lot of good brothers, man. Your woman don't even care about you. She turned her whole family against you. Most of you brothers, your baby mama's family is against you. They don't like you. They don't like you. Shout out to Fitness Information for the super chat. Appreciate that. Her family turned against you because she lied on you. Her father beefing with you. Her brothers are all beefing with you over a lie. She called them, told them that you hit her. Now you got her cousins and everybody pulling up. Terrible place to be in, brothers. Even more worse is the baby mama or the wife or the girlfriend or whatever your situation is the wife or woman that cheats on you out of revenge. Because you don't spend enough time home, because you're too busy being a provider. Brothers, do you realize that women really don't have a clue? You brothers that don't have a wife, you brothers that don't have a long-term relationship, who are still in the process of building, as you grow and as you evolve and get into these spaces, you're going to learn a lot more about women that you really don't understand right now. Some women would cheat on you, not because you cheated on them, but because you spend time being a man focused on building and providing. It sounds crazy, right? You could be the kind of guy that you go to work and you provide for your family. And because you're always on the job, your woman get jealous of that and say you don't spend enough time with me. And you're like, woman, I'm paying the bills. I'm paying the rent. I'm paying the mortgage. I'm paying for the car. I'm paying the cable, the light, the gas, all your cell phones, putting the kids in different programs, buying clothes for everybody. Our food bill is off the chain. I'm buying you appliances, stoves, refrigerators. Like, wow, what do you want me to do? So you want me to just stay home and not work? You bugging. What do you want me to do? So because you're not there, she's fooling around on the side. And she's not doing it because she desire another man. Brothers, a lot of times women put themselves in some of the awkward positions, man. They'll go cheat on you even though they don't desire a man. They just do it because they're mad. And they figure by them doing it, somehow they're gonna get you to pretty much cooperate with her. They bugging out. They really bugging out when they do that. They don't understand that it's causing them more harm. They don't realize that. Right? So they'll cheat on you. And even worse is to have the wife or whoever that cheats on you and have a baby by another man. Oh, man. Hope none of you brothers is in a situation like that, where your old lady got pregnant. You thought it was your child, and you end up fathering the child for a good 2-3 years, and then you later on found out about it's not your kid. I know 2 brothers that happened to. They were married to a woman. They spent a lot of hours at work because it was only one brother. He was holding down the fort. His woman didn't have to work. And he did X, Y, and Z to provide for that mortgage. They got a new house. They moved out the hood. And it was a struggle. And she ended up fooling around with one of the neighbors, got pregnant. And the brother thought it was his child. 2-3 years, he's taking care of this child. Something came up where it was something in the hospital with something, and they, did some testing and whatnot, and something didn't look right. So the brother pretty much wanted to take a test to find out if that's his kid, because something just wasn't adding up. Come to find out, child is not his. Crazy situation. Hope none of you brothers are in that, but that's what men go through. Over 20 to 30% of men today, I would even go as far as saying 40% of men today, are in relationships, fathering children that they really believe are theirs, and it's not. Their wife, girlfriend, whoever was cheating on the side, got pregnant, had a baby for another man, but the current man she's with believed that the child is theirs, and because of that, he never really known until this day the woman is carrying a secret. And the day that happens, where that brother finds out, it's gonna be hell to pay. It's gonna be hell to pay once that brother find out and be like, yo, you mean to tell me all this time I've been taking care of this child, that this child is not mine? I'm sorry, sir, but based on the paternity, this blood test, this is not your child. You are not the father of this child. So now it's going to force him to take a test for his other kids now. There have been men, this is the saddest, there have been men that have been in relationships, been in a marriage, and their woman have like 2 to 3 kids. He thought it was all his. All 3 of those kids is from different men. Yeah. How they got that far? Again, some of us brothers, we would want to believe that the child is yours. Truthfully speaking, as a black man, you should know when a baby is yours. You need to look that baby up and down, and you need to know that that's yours, that that's your child. Because in today's day, it's a real ugly world out there, where a woman can literally be with you, cheat on you, get pregnant by another man, and you think it's your child and it's not. Sometimes you be in situations where a woman, she want a baby. You're having sex with her, but for whatever reason, it seems as if though either she's not getting pregnant, or maybe it might be something wrong with you or your sperm or whatever the case is. So she gets frustrated. So what she do is she just steps out on you, get pregnant by another guy, been having sex with him multiple times, and then when she get pregnant, she come to you and say, honey, I'm pregnant. You thinking it's yours. Some women do some of the most dirty things. Really bad. It's not that relationships are pointless. The problem is, as men, if you are not mature enough to stop chasing WAP and focus on purpose, you'll begin to wean out the evil and focus on the good. It's not pointless, because then now you'll end up part of the problem. You'll end up becoming a whoremonger male who just go around pumping and dumping. Makes you no different than the problem. Or you could just be a monk and not interact with no woman. The truth is, as a man, you all need a woman. You all need women in your life. You understand? That's the main thing. You all need that. You see? It's interesting that this person says, imagine listening to this fool. He is so full of himself. But that person is listening to me right now. That makes sense? This is the results of when, as a man, you can't see. Throughout this entire live show, I have given some of the most heartfelt information for the black man on what he's going through. And Satan comes in to say, I'm full of myself. Do you see what men go through? Do you see how bad it is? This is how you know when I'm speaking the truth. Because if I'm not, why is that person here? If I'm full of shit, why is that person here? Why that person's entertaining my chat room? If I'm full of myself, if I'm just some nut job talking a bunch of garbage, why would they be here tuning in, listening, looking for something? Why? See, the truth of the matter, that's the devil. So I hope that you brothers are seeing, hope yet you're listening and taking heed to the information that this is why the black community is destroyed. Another thing I'm going to do a live show. It's going to be very controversial. It's going to be on the subject of we're not all brothers. As black people, no. We're not all brothers. We're not all brothers and sisters, no. Most of you are the children of the devil. And it's very important that you separate yourselves from the children of the devil, because a lot of us are the children of the devil, and they don't have your best interests at heart. And see, the same way that person came in and said all of that stuff, brothers, that's exactly how a woman be. You'll be in a relationship, and that's how she is. She don't like you, but she's with you. She don't like you, she despises you, but she's with you. She have babies with you, but despise you. You'll be in a relationship with you, she'll cheat on you and have babies with another man. And act like it's all cool. And then when you try to find out if the child is yours, she'll get offended and say, how dare you? The baby is yours. Why would you even want to try to find out? First of all, woman, if the baby is mine, why are you getting upset? Why are you getting upset? You're getting upset because you know that you out there doing dirty. And the truth be told, if I was just here talking a bunch of crap and I'm just a lunatic, why everybody listening to me for? Why 197 people are here wasting their time listening to a fool? You're more of a fool to be listening to me if all I'm doing is just talking shit. But see, if I'm speaking facts, that's why you're here. You're tuned in because I got your ears locked and tuned in. Thanks for the super chat. Fitness Information says women hate polygyny because they stay jealous because they want to practice polyamory. That's exactly it. See, the thing is, women have been practicing polyamory for a long time. If you want to see the results of that, look in the Black community at single motherhood. When you look at single motherhood within the Black community, what you will learn is that most of the babies that are born out of wedlock are fathered by multiple men. In other words, if you have one woman, in most cases, she had babies by 2 to 4 different men. 2 to 4 men. Ain't that something? And that's not just her, it's across the board. You go to the Black community, woman after woman after woman after woman. Single mothers. Where's the father at? Nobody knows. Who's the father? I don't know where he at. He's in prison. I don't know. I don't know where he's at. So you don't know where your baby father is? Nope. How many baby fathers you got? 3. That's polyamory right there. Dealing with multiple men. You would think that a woman, if she had intercourse with a brother and had a child, that she would learn from that mistake and make a better decision. But no, she'll have a baby with another man and have a baby with another man. Why? Because she's trying to make a man submit to her under monogamy. And because of this, it never works because a man is not designed to be under monogamy. So what she do is she leave every single time, thinking that she got time to start another relationship, thinking that she still got it going on, still got it popping. She could go get a new man, start all over. But what happens is she gets older, pile of kids. Now she got all this baggage and problems. And then when Mr. Right come along, he don't want her because he ain't gonna deal with your kids. You see, a real man, he's not taking care of you and your kids. You can forget about that. A real man is not going to get with a woman with 3-4 kids and then say, you know what, I'm just so happy to meet you. I'm gonna take care of you and all your kids. No, that's what a simp does. That's what a simp will do. Now, if you had one child or whatever the case is, under certain circumstances, he may stay around. But you got 4 or 5 kids, no, you're pretty much done. Don't even waste your time trying to get a man to settle down. And don't you dare tell a man, oh, he got to be faithful to only you under monogamy. That ain't happening. That's not happening at all. You know what I mean? So they're out there cheating on you, turn their family against you, call the police on you, put you on child support. This is crazy, man. She argues with you every night, every single day. She don't let up. How many of you brothers in a relationship, your old lady always want to argue? You're like, look, you got to grow up. We can't keep doing this. I don't got the patience to keep arguing. So I'm just going to go walk outside. That's why the Bible says it's better to be on a rooftop than to be in a house with an argumentative, crazy woman. That's the situation right there. The reason why it's better to be on the rooftop is because if you're in that house and you stay there, you're going to get very angry. And you might end up doing something to her. Or she might end up doing something to you. Don't think because she's a woman that she can't produce bodily harm on you. You might be strong and macho, but a woman can catch you in your most vulnerable moment. Best believe that. And you don't want that type of woman around you at night. You don't want to be that, what's that, something Lena Bobbitt or whatever the case is, who chopped off her man's eggplant. You don't want to be that. And you definitely don't want her to kill you in your sleep or pour boiling water on you or set you on fire. But some women, if they get in that emotion, if they get those emotions going, they can do some of the most evil things to you and not even think about the repercussions or the pain that you're feeling. They just don't care. Because she's bitter that you got a new relationship. She's bitter that you found new love. And that's one of the worst situations, is when you move on from a relationship as a man, it seems like your ex just don't want you to be happy. That's because she's not happy. Misery loves company. So she's going to do everything she can to make you miserable. This is why, brothers, you got to stop chasing WAP. Get to know a woman for who she is. Get to know her personality. But see, you're going to learn in my live stream about dating that the only way to really know somebody is to live with them. That's a fact. The only way you can truly get to know a woman, or the only way a woman can truly get to know a man, is she would have to live with him and he would have to live with her. It's the only way. You will never be able to know someone just by chatting and talking. There's certain things you can learn, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to really knowing that person, to know their holies of holies, you're gonna have to live with them. That's when you'll really see what that man is like, what that woman is like. And in some instances, it's shocking what you end up seeing. Very, very, very true. You understand? So, one of the things that she's gonna do is she's gonna try to sabotage your new relationship. She's gonna call up the woman that you're with. She's gonna send her photos. She's gonna tell her that you're out there with other women. She's gonna tell her that, he don't take care of his kids. He don't do this. He don't do that. So that you and your new woman can start to argue. Yeah. How many of you brothers been there? Where your old lady went and told your business to your new woman. You don't know how she got the number, how she called. Really don't know how that happened, but whatever the case is, she did whatever she did, and now it's like your new woman is questioning you. Now she want to know this, and now she want to know that, and it's like, yo, why are you listening to her for? Well, she told me that you don't take care of the kids, and I just want to know because, we ain't have kids yet, and now she's been poisoned by the serpent. It's crazy, man. But that's what happens. That's what happens, brothers. But just be mindful that even if you're going through hell and hot waters, you're going through all of this nonsense, just keep your focus on the Most High. Keep your peace. Stay prayed up. Take some time off. Unwind. Reflect on what's going on. Think about the good. Focus on your children. Don't become bitter, because we don't want to transfer that to a new relationship. But just be mindful of what you've been through so that you can learn to avoid the pitfalls of another woman. Not all women are like that. There are some quality women in this world. There are some quality black women in this world. Very difficult to find, if I may say. Finding a quality black woman is in and of itself a miracle. I wish you brothers a lot of luck. Finding a quality woman is a miracle. And if you do find a woman that's of quality, it was the Most High that brought her to you or led you to her. Because in most instances, you're going to run into women that are going to ruin your life. This is why you can't be chasing WAP. If your motive for getting with a sister is sexual, even though as men we are sexual and we are visual by nature, we see what we like, you have to be wise and avoid the thirst. Yes, the woman can be beautiful. Yes, you can have a strong desire and desire her greatly. But you must also be wise and recognize that although she is one way on the outside, we got to find out what her spirit is like. We have been deceived as men to think that, this woman got good WAP and that woman got good WAP and all of this nonsense. All of that stuff is subjective. Sex is not really all about how a woman look on the outside. It's about how you feel about that woman. What makes sex good is not about how good a woman look. It's actually about how you feel about that woman. The way you feel about a woman and what she means to you is what determine the satisfaction of the moment. It's very important. But in relationships, most people don't communicate. It's a lot of work. It's not going to always be perfect. Even in today's day, we have storms, we got hurricanes, we got lightning, thunder. In relationships, the same things come. So in certain relationships, you're going to have storms that's going to come through. You have to make sure you have your umbrella. Sometimes when the storms come into a relationship, it may hit your woman first. She may be hit by a tornado in the relationship, whereas you weren't in the path of that hurricane, but she was, and she got hit with it. So now she's in her feelings. As a man, you got to know your woman and know when to step up and say, wait a minute, what's the matter? You all right? Why are you so quiet? I hope that you all right, because, I don't need you to be down and out and in your feelings about something. So whatever it is, you need to overcome that now. You got to recognize we got a place to go. We got kids. We got a future. It's a lot of stuff that we got to do. And right now is not the time to be in your feelings or feeling like, something's wrong with this relationship, or we don't got time for that. Right now, I need you to be 100 with me. So whatever it is you going in your mind, if that devil is talking to you, you need to get all of that stuff out. You need to go in there and pray. Go to the Most High, because most likely, however you're feeling is the result of you not connecting with the Most High. A lot of the problems in relationships, a lot of the arguments, a lot of the emotional fits that women get is due to them not being in the presence of the Most High. If you're with a woman, brother, and she's not in the presence of the Most High, you're going to be arguing all night. A woman must be prayed up. She must be at the feet of the Messiah. She have to be in prayer. She have to be the type of woman who is spiritually connected with the Most High. If not, she is going to become a headache to you, and you're going to be frustrated. You understand? So it's very, very important that you take heed to the show, because this is what men go through. Men go through a lot of these things. And if you're now joining the show, I'm going to play the song one more time for you to learn from.
The pain.
I'm so
pain is inside.
tired,
The pain that I feel is real.
tired of your
Tired of your
lies, yeah.
Tired of your games. It's time for you to go. You gotta go, baby. You gotta go. You got to go. I'm tired of your lies. I'm tired of your games. You put me through some bullshit. You calling me names. Yeah. You put me on the ground. Yeah. Made me lose my job. Yeah. You disrespect my name. Now it's time to go. Pack your shit, get out my house. I don't need your ass no more. Fuck your pussy, you're a bitch. Why the fuck you in my life? Everything that I built, yeah, you trying to tear down. Yeah, now you trying to take my crown. Now it's time to go. You told your friends that I'm a dog. You told your friends I beat your ass. You're always living in the past. Relationships could never last. Playing games you played yourself. Yeah, all you wanted was my wealth. Yeah. You never cooked, said fuck his health. Fuck you and your family too. What the fuck is wrong with you? Can you see that I love you? The pain inside is hurting me. You destroyed your family. You want me to go to jail. I got no money for the bail. Get the fuck up out my house, cause it's time to go. This is what men go through. 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 What men go through, yeah.
This is what men go through. Let's see what we got. This is what men go through. I hope you out there have learned something, because a lot of us men, we deal with a lot. And we don't have no one to pretty much talk to and correspond with about these issues. And I try to produce content that is both edifying and entertaining, and it causes you to think. I know now when you listen to that song, you see new meaning to it. That it's really about the frustration that men go through that's being illustrated in the song. And it's unfortunate that a lot of good brothers go through this type of stuff. We're not talking about the Pookies and Ray Rays. We're not talking about the deadbeats. We're talking about a lot of you good brothers that are on the right path, doing what you're supposed to do. You're the one that is being taken advantage of. And it's because of two things. One, you got into the relationship with a woman in whom you didn't properly get to know. And two, the woman you're with, she don't follow the Most High at all. Now, that's not to say that if a woman followed the Most High, that she's not going to give you no headaches. Because like I said, women go through the storms. They go through turbulence. You understand? They go through a lot of issues too. So they need the word of the Most High. They need to be edified. This is why teaching women is very important. It's It's very important to guide them, because if you get into a relationship with a woman and you're not doing your part as a man to lead her and guide her in all truth, then you're gonna have nothing but problems. You're gonna have problems, like nothing but problems. She's gonna be a headache to you, man. So, with that being said, I hope that everybody enjoyed the show. Hope everybody got something out of this. To all of you brothers that are going through a whole lot, you dealing with baby mama drama, baby father mama drama. Some of you brothers, you're in relationships with women that have kids, and you happen to go toe to toe with the baby father of those kids because he's not taking care of his kids, and you've been providing for his kids, and it's just a bunch of drama. You don't need that drama, bro. You don't need that type of drama, man. That's not cool, man. You brothers got to take it easy out there, man. This is why you need another brother to talk to about these issues, to unwind and let off some steam and say, look, bro, yo, I'm at the end, man. I'm at the end of my rope. Yo, just chill, bro. Just chill, man. Whoa, yo, like, what's going on, man? Like, talk to me. What's going on, bro? Like, look, man. You know the job laying us off, right? They laying y'all off, bro. They laying us off, man. Not only they laying us off, my old lady tripping. You know what I'm saying? Got me in the courts trying to get more money out of me. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. I go home, she arguing, she want to fight all night. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to stay on the straight and narrow, she bugging. Damn, bro, you shouldn't have to be dealing with this, man. So she just, where's the encouragement? Yo, I don't even know, man. Like, I'm like, I don't even feel like going home, man. Like, I'm gonna go out and have a drink or something, man. Like, yo, you don't want to be out there drinking, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? If you want, just chill here for a bit. You know what I mean? We could get some pizza, order some shit, whatever the case is. Just kind of chill for a bit. You know what I mean? Before you head on home, you know, I'll drop you home or whatever. But you don't want to go there and start arguing. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to get locked up and your old lady call the cops on you and all this mess, because I know how it is. And then he begin to share some of his info about what he been through. And then you're like, oh, snap, bro. I didn't know you've been through stuff like this too. Like, word? Yeah, man. Old lady did this, did that. Now it's like you can relate, because it's like, okay, I'm not just the only one. Bro, man, been through some issues too. So now it's like you feel what he's saying now, because it's like, okay, you have another brother who's like, okay, you know, I lost custody, she had custody, and yeah, y'all both are helping one another. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of headaches out there. Like I said, yo, there's a lot of guys, man. Y'all on the edge. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that woman get you locked up. You know what I'm saying? Don't let her get you locked up. She come over flipping, wanting to jump in your face, bro. Look, do things by the books. Some of you brothers, you in situations like that. Your woman always with this domestic violence, always want to get in your face trying to fight. She's provoking you to deal with her. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't go there. You're going to get locked up. The system is, you know how the system is with us brothers. You know how the system is with us brothers. You go there, they're going to lock you up, man. You know what I'm saying? The next woman you get, bro, stop chasing the wop. I keep telling you, brothers, y'all bugging, man. Y'all gonna let this wop destroy you, man. Y'all not reading the scriptures. Scriptures clearly told y'all about this wop. Scripture told you, lust not after her beauty in your heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. By means of a whorish woman, many men have been brought to a piece of bread. You allowed the wop to take you off the path of righteousness. So now, rather than you pretty much using good judgment and wisdom when dealing with women, all you see is some tail. Again, brothers, I keep telling you, man, a lot of black women look damn good. I know about all of that. But you gotta overcome. You gotta have some self-control where part of you is attracted to her, part of you desire, but part of you also have the wisdom of the Most High to say, wait a minute. Let me look at this woman for who she is and really peep the game. Do she got social medias? You look around. Oh, she got a social media. Up. Red flag. Let me see. What else she got? Facebook. Up. Another red flag. Uh-oh. Before you know it, you're going to start learning things that you're going to be like, you know what? I don't need her. I don't need her at all. She's going to cause me problems. That's just truth. You know? So, with that being said, I think I said a whole lot. Let me see. What this person said. What up, Ringo? Get security cameras in your crib. Security cameras? I don't need security cameras. I'm good. This video is for you, brothers. It's a big difference. See, if you have to get security cameras to peep and watch your house, it ain't worth living there. That's crazy. Living like that doesn't even make sense. Having security cameras around your house for burglary and stuff like that, that's one thing. But to have security cameras around your house because you're peeping on your woman, this is why you're supposed to practice polygyny. See, this is why I keep telling you, brothers, you need to be practicing polygyny. Because if you're practicing polygyny, what it does psychologically, it make women understand that I got another wife. So if you're going to be playing these games, please know I have another wife here. It ain't even worth playing these stupid games and fooling around and doing stupid stuff, because eventually she's going to lose and you could just kick her out the family. I don't think in most cases a woman going to want to get kicked out of a good thing. So this is why you have to have women that follow the Most High, because if you have heathens as wives, you deserve everything that come your way. You have to have women that are pretty much blessed, women of honor and integrity. But you got to teach women this, you see? You got to teach them. You got to teach women truth and honor. These are the things that you have to do. You said for the women that are violent, security cameras, that's even another waste of time. I wouldn't even have the woman in the house. See, I don't think you brothers understand how serious this is. I would not have a woman around me that's violent. She would not even be in my house because it would be my house. So I would just kick her out the damn house. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't need security cameras. And who has the time to have the resources of cameras rolling all day waiting for her to do something? Just don't have her in the house. If she come on the property or whatever the case is, and she causes any damage or causes any bodily harm, you just notify the police, make a police report, and before you know it, you follow the proper channels, she'll be dealt with. But to be getting all these cameras and all this stuff, I don't got time for all that stuff. I got time for that. Just get yourself a woman that's going to cooperate with you. It don't make no sense to have women around you that you're dealing with a bunch of BS all day. You know, a grown man don't have time to be dealing with that stuff. You know, I don't have no time to be dealing with a crazy woman, and I have a nice studio, and because she's mad, she want to come in here and break up all my equipment. Like, you know, I can't deal with that. You know what I mean? This is why you're supposed to have your place. You don't supposed to be living with her. You're supposed to have your place so that she's the one coming into your world. And if she's your wife, she gotta have been ran through the test of knowing where she is, so that you can know if she qualify for that job. It's just like when when a company is hiring, you gotta provide your resume. Well, when you get a woman, she gotta provide her resume. She gotta provide what she bringing to the table in terms of skills and qualities and different things. You gotta wean out the evil. You gotta know what you're investing in as a man. Stop focusing on WAP. Stop focusing on trying to get a woman in bed and get into her mind and find out where she is mentally. Because if you don't know who she is, she's not going to be there much longer. She's going to come for a season and then she's going to bounce. Again, we're dealing with purpose. A lot of you brothers are not on your purpose when it comes to women. You know? Just the way it has to be. See, any man that is focusing on cops and women and violence and reckless this and all that stuff, you're living in hell. You don't need none of that stuff. Again, this video is directed to good brothers, good quality, righteous men that are going through it with women. If you're a brother who's wicked as hell, you're only getting what you deserve. Unfortunately, some men are very good brothers. They're good men, have always been on the right track, and for whatever reason, their woman is jealous of them because of their success, and she grew bitter over the years and began to despise him. That is what this live show is about. It's about good brothers and what they go through with women. That's what this is about. Oh yeah, stress definitely will kill a man. This is why as a black man, as a man in general, you don't want to be stressed out. You do not want to allow a woman to stress you out, because stress will make you grow gray hair. And before you know it, man, you getting heart attacks, strokes. You don't want that. And it's a sad situation with the amount of men that have literally passed away because of stress in relationships. Terrible place to be in. But that's all I'm going to say on this. We're going to be back later on with another live stream. So hope everybody enjoyed the stream. This one is a little more on a serious level because I know a lot of brothers are going through different things, and I decided to make this show off of the song that I produced a while ago in hopes that somehow it will resonate with most brothers. Men mature by their experiences. Age have nothing to do with anything. Age is just a number. That's a live show in and of itself. Age does not mean jack when it comes to maturity. A man matures by his experiences. You take a young brother who's young and you put him in the army, put him in the military, and he come back a man. Because his experiences teaches him a whole lot. He's disciplined. He comes back disciplined. He come back understanding what life really mean, survival. And he could come back same age like another brother from the hood. And he's more mature. Why? Because of his age? No, because of his experiences. Experiences is what makes a man mature. You heard it here first. You hear anybody else using those talking points, they got it from me. You don't mature by no damn age. There's a lot of people who are 50 plus years old and they act like kids and children. You mature by your experiences. If you're a man and you have children and you learn what it's like to be a father, you mature. It teaches you to do more. It teaches you to get a better job. It teaches you to take exams and tests so that you could do better and make more money. Why? Because you want to provide for your children. When you have a wife, wives, whatever the situation is, it teaches you to do better. It causes you to mature. When you have a wife, you have women, you're around women, you're not as thirsty as other men. Whereas they see women, they're drooling, they're going crazy like they've never seen a woman before. You're more cool, calm, and collective. Why? Because you're able to just look at the situation. You've been around women long enough. You know how they are already. It ain't nothing new to you. Okay, she fine, she beautiful, she turned you on. You may want to take her as a wife, but at the end of the day, I'm not thirsty over you. If you ain't bringing no peace to the table, I don't want you. If you ain't helping me as a man to develop and grow, I don't want you. I don't want no parts of you. I don't care how you look as a woman, man. All you're going to do is bring me down. You know what I mean? It's real talk, man. Yeah, you can't let the woman stress you out, man. Can't let her stress you out. Got to get out of that situation. If she ain't cooperating, you got to get out that situation, man. But you have to look at everything. You have to look at if there's children involved. You have to look at all the different facets of what's going on. Because some women, they're just not going to change, man. Some women not going to change. They don't care. They're going to try to make your life miserable, man. On purpose. And if you got too much stress, it's going to cause you to get a heart attack. And we don't need you to check out no time soon. Because your kids need you. You know, kids, family. You know what I mean? You don't want no woman putting you in jail. Because they're quick to do that. You know what I mean? You know, what's interesting about people in the chat is how most people don't have the ability to comprehend and listen. Fly Guy says, so many of my friends already mature, didn't need a woman for that. Do you see what I gotta deal with, people? I said that a man matures by his experiences. I never said a man matures because he has a woman or don't have a woman. Do you understand now? A man matures by his experiences. But guess what? If a man don't have no woman around him, he's not mature in the areas of relationships. No matter how mature he think he is, if he don't have no woman around him, if he ain't living with a woman, he ain't taking care of a woman, he don't have no maturity in those areas. He won't even know what to do when the pressure comes up. If a man have no experience raising no children, he don't know what that's like. So don't tell me about who have maturity when they don't have those experiences. If you never been on the battlefield, you have no experience when it's time for war. If you don't know what it's like to see a child hungry and you have to provide food, if you don't know what that's like, you don't know nothing. A man can talk on YouTube all day about, I get all the women, I get this, I get that, bro. If you don't got a family, you ain't mature yet. You don't know a damn thing about maturity till you raising a family. So many men think they smart, so many men think they wise. They have not even began yet. You haven't even begun to tie your damn shoes. You think because you 45, 50, 60 that you a man. You don't got no damn experience. That's like these thugs in the hood talking about how gangster they are. You gangster, right? You gangster? Go in the military and go to war. Take that gangster overseas. Let's see how you feel now. Let's see how you feel when they dropping bombs on you and you want to talk about how gangster you from the hood. This is my block. Get some real experience of war. When you see them soldiers come back to the United States, you need to sit down and have a conversation with them. Be like, yo, bro, could you tell me exactly how it is? Because, these streets out here, they be wildin'. The Army vet would tell you, yo, the stuff you talking about in the hood with these fools killing one another, it's nothing. It's a piece of cake. You're talking all this stupidness. I don't even want to hear none of that nonsense. You're talking about the hood and some stupidness with some thug shooting one another in the hood. Bro, you don't know what war is. You haven't seen death yet. You don't know what it's like seeing a brother shot right in the face. You don't know what it's like to see your partner killed right in front of you and his guts is hanging out and you sitting right there. You talking about gang violence in the hood. That ain't nothing. Go to the wars. Everybody want to talk about, yo, man, you want to throw these hands, man? I'm from the streets, I'll fight. Okay, you could fight. Step in the ring. Be a boxer. Go in the ring and fight. A real boxing match. Go do that. Let's see you go through the discipline of what it takes to be a professional boxer. Let's see you do it. Don't talk all that talk. Let's see you go through the motions with this. Gain the experience. Because a professional boxer, when he see you raise your hands, talking about you got hands, and he'll look at you and he'll know you're a novice. You don't know what the hell you talking about. You ever been in a boxing gym when you was a kid? You had the OGs in the neighborhood tell you, yo, shorty, come to the gym. Let me show you a few things. And you go in there and you see them how they do. You thought you knew how to throw your hands. You thought you knew something. Until the OG sat you on the side and said, no. This is how you hold your hands up like this, and you do this, and he give you a form, and he starts schooling you, give you some experience. And then when you go to school and a bully pick on you, and you get him these hands, he's trying to figure out how the hell you know how to do that. Well, you got some new experience. Now you're more mature at how to fight. You're now more mature on how to increase your stamina, on how not to get winded out, losing all your energy too fast, throwing a bunch of punches. No, let him throw all the punches and get weak, and then you knock him out, So it's all about experiences. It's not about, if you had a woman or not. But if you ain't around a woman, you don't got no experience with women. So now you lacking there. So it's all about experience where you are. Just because you gain some experience here and there does not make you a fully mature man. You got to have experiences in all areas to be a complete man. This is why it's always important to listen to a man who is older, who have a long-term successful marriage. His successful marriage does not mean he never had arguments, never had no fights, never been through the good, the bad, and the ugly. You need to listen to an old man who been through the fire, who may be an Army vet, a man who worked, has very handy skills, have a lot of respect for women. You listen to a well-rounded OG like that, let him sit down and start schooling you about certain things, you'll mature very fast as a young man. Because he'll teach you some things and it'll really sharpen you up where you'll be like, wow, I didn't know it was like that, OG. And he'll sit you down and be like, yeah, young blood. These youngins out here, they really don't know about these women. And I'm not talking about no pimp. I'm talking about a OG who is a father, grandfather, who knows the ropes, who survived the streets, who survived women, who could teach you about women, not out of bitterness, but out of experiences, good, bad, and ugly. And yet he still have a successful relationship. Always keep an eye on the relationship. Never listen to a man that don't have a successful relationship, but he's telling you about relationships. He can tell you about the good, the bad, and the ugly, but if he don't have no relationship, I'm not listening because that means he haven't yet reached there yet. He don't have that experience yet. He got to have that experience long term. Long term. If you're not long term in a relationship, bro, sit down. You're not fit to talk to nobody. I don't want to hear nothing from you about financial literacy or how to gain wealth when you broke. Don't tell me nothing about how I need to find a job when you don't got a job. Don't tell me anything about, oh, I need to find a good woman when you don't have a good woman. Don't tell me anything about, bro, you need to buy a car when I don't have one. Do you get my point? Very important. Experience teaches you everything you need to know. Experience. So, with that said, everybody, I've been on for 2 hours. This has been a great talk. A lot of interesting information. Hope everybody gained something from it. I'm using my new stream deck over here where I can switch up my scenes and stuff. I'm going to buy the larger one to this. They have a larger one to this that have about 30 something keys, like you press, see, and it switches. Pretty cool. And there's a lot of stuff you could program on it. I could control my lights. I had bought some new lights. I have one. I got to go pick up the other one. I'm going to go pick up, matter of fact, right after this, I'm going to go pick up the other one from Best Buy and hook it up on this side. I have a light on this side, but it's not the same Elgato ring light. I have a ring light on this side here, but it's not, I can't control it. I can't dim it. I can't do nothing. And it don't have the features like the one on this side here. The one on this side here, I could do all sorts of stuff with it. It's you could control it with the with the Stream Deck. Like with this right here, I can turn off this light. Goes off. Turn it back on. I could change the brightness. I could do everything I want with it. Like it has all the controls right there. It's really cool. Cool technology. So I'm gonna get another one for this side because I like this one, and it's just perfect. I'm gonna get me another GoPro camera and put it on this side. The camera that's here, I'm gonna put dead center right in front of me. I'm gonna get my iMac, take the stand off the iMac, put it on a swivel stand so I can move it, and I'm gonna be in business. And then later down the road, I'm gonna buy a 6K HD camera, and that's gonna take the place of my primary camera. And I'm gonna get probably 3 GoPro cameras. I'm gonna have one in the back wall, up on the top, shooting the whole studio on that side. Another one in that corner, shooting the whole of this side. And that way, when I'm doing a live show, I'll begin to go through about 5 or 6 angles, and you'll be able to see the entire perimeter, the entire area of the studio. You'll be able to see everything. So you won't see me in some little corner somewhere. You see the whole room, even though you can see everything pretty much right here. But I want to do more so that I can get things looking, very professional and sleek. I like doing live shows. So, hope everybody's doing good out there. Yeah, you're late. Show is ending right now, but you can watch the replay. Been very busy lately. Wait a minute. Let me see. Real deal, off topic, but did you go to Ditmas or Madison? You look familiar. Nah, I didn't go to Ditmas. You talking about the, what is that, junior high school or high school? I think that's junior high. Ditmas. I think Ditmas is junior high school in Brooklyn. Nah. But I know somebody that went there, though. And they used to call me and him brothers because we look alike. You know what I'm saying? I went to Dyker Heights and New Utrecht. Yeah, oh, it's a high school. Okay. Yeah, I went to Dyker Junior High and I went to New Utrecht High in Brooklyn, up in there in Bensonhurst. Back in the days, them white boys used to chase you with baseball bats. until they rolled up. You had all your peeps from your block, and then they dropped those bats. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so whatchamacallit, let me see. Yeah, experience is the teacher. Experience is definitely the teacher. So again, brothers, don't let these women stress you out. A lot of you brothers may be going through some things. Don't let it break you down, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let stuff stress you out. Get yourself a heavy bag. I got me a heavy bag. You know what I'm saying? I got me a heavy bag up in my other room over there with my weight bench and everything. You know, I got my gloves. Get yourself a heavy bag. Put on your gloves. Take it out on the heavy bag. You know what I'm saying? Let off some steam. That way you can cool out. Find something that you like to do. Get a hobby. You know what I'm saying? If you ride motorcycles and whatnot, get on your motorcycle, go take a spin, get some fresh air, ride out. You know what I'm saying? A nice ride out in the night. Just cruise the streets. You know what I mean? Listen to some music. Get all of that mess out your mind. You know what I mean? Yeah, I lived out in Flatbush. I used to hang around Ditmas Avenue. You know what I mean? I used to have a pizza shop right there on Ditmas and Flatbush. Pizza restaurant right there. Used to sell some good pizza. I used to work in a barber shop right there on Ditmas and Flatbush a long time ago. That's way back. I think it was a Haitian barbershop. I was probably like 13, 14 working in a barbershop. And I'm not talking about no sweeping no floor. I was cutting hair. Professional barber. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. All right. Okay. Shout out to everybody in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, New York. Shout out to everybody out there. All the 5 boroughs. You know what I mean? Uptown, Harlem. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there. Let me see. Shout out to Deconstruct for the super chat. He said, I've lived that entire life. They will never forget the past and will perpetually see you through the lens. The lack of respect often starts to project through the kids. Yep. This causes even hardships for men. Yeah. Definitely, man. And it's a lot of lack of respect. That's another thing. You know, the lack of respect. This is why I made the talking point that as a man, you judge a woman's love for you by her level of respect that she have for you. Don't get all emotional. Like, I just want a woman to love me, you know what I mean? Bro, we as men, we're supposed to love women, right? A woman is supposed to respect you. That's how her love is interpreted. Don't interpret a woman's love the way we love. We love very strong as men. But you judge a woman by her level of respect. If a woman don't respect you, bro, she don't love you. It's that simple. It's that simple. If a woman respect you, you'll see it. If she don't respect you, she don't love you. Women will go to a 9-to-5, respect her boss, respect her supervisor, do her job. She'll come on time, do as she told. She don't give nobody no back talk. But why is she disrespecting you? Because she don't respect you. Therefore, she don't love you. She love her job. She love her career. But why she don't show you that level of respect? See? Serious business, man. Serious business. So, I'm gonna sign out. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of stuff in store, man. Shout out to all the patrons who've been faithful supporters all these years. And, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate y'all. Y'all been faithful. You know what I'm saying? Holding a brother down, supporting for all this time. You know what I mean? I got some content that I'm bringing up soon. I know y'all hear me say that a lot of times, that I be mad busy. Mad busy. Y'all don't understand. It's a lot of work. A lot of work goes into doing what I do. Because I don't do YouTube full time. You know, I have an actual 9-to-5 family, and then I'm doing YouTube. I mean, I didn't even make a shoe review for my Jordan Fire Red 4s. Had them way before any of these shoe tubers on YouTube, and I still didn't make a video for it. Got the Off-White 5s. I still didn't make a YouTube review for it because I'm busy. I might do one later on today. It is what it is. I mean, there's a holiday in the week, so I'm going to drop something today. I might do my shoe reviews live because I really don't feel like doing no pre-recorded video. I might do one, but I might just do a live video of me reviewing the shoe. Set up the camera with the turntable, have the shoes spinning, and just switch cameras on them, just like that. You know what I'm saying? Show the shoe in one camera, be like, yo guys, this is the shoe, blah, 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 blah. And you'll see it spinning on the table. Then I switch over here where you see me talking. Easy, quick video, boom, 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 5 minutes, done. Who needs to edit anymore? I mean, I enjoy editing videos, but you know, when it comes to getting content out there, you gotta push content out. I'm also trying to limit the amount of time when I do my live shows. I preferably would rather do 1 hour shows. To me, that's gonna be the norm soon. So look out for that. Doing 2 hour shows, 3 hour shows is not really practical because a lot of times people don't look at those shows. You know what I mean? They look at them a little bit here and there. You know what I mean? Let me see. Shout out to Big Play Visuals for sharing my content on IG. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to all the black women out there that are quality women who cook for their man. You know what I'm saying? Sisters that you know what I'm saying, hold down their family. Shout out to Shiva. I've been watching your Instagram. You doing your thing. You doing your thing, lady. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure your man is proud. You know what I'm saying? Real family woman right there, takes care of business. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. Shout out to all the black women out there that take care of their kids, hold down the family, take care of their man, provide meals, keep the house right. You know what I'm saying? That's what we brothers need. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of hardworking men out here doing what they got to do. It's very important. You know? So, it is what it is, man. I'm going to sign out, go get me something to eat, and I'm going to Best Buy. I'm going to pick up my other light. So, I'm going to hook that up over here. Later on, I'm going to hook it up on this side, and I'll be able to control my whole setup with these lights, man. Lighting is very important. Yeah, I got to raise the lights up, though, because it's too close. It's too close. If you notice, when you look right here, you see the white. You're not supposed to see that. You can see in the corner here, like some brightness, like all there. You're not supposed to see that. That's because the light is low. I need to have the light up and pointing down. That way, it diffuses itself and it don't cast no shadows. But excellent lights though. I like it. All right. Make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button for a brother. You know what I'm saying? Quality show early in the morning. A lot of good content. Shout out to everybody who super chatted, who supported the show. Appreciate it. Make sure you become a patron on patreon.com/blackmaleadvicetv. You can support via Cash App, $ Ringo TV Raw, or via PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. I'll check my PayPal later on. If anybody donated, I apologize. I can't see the monitor right now. I have it here, but I don't have the computer on. I'll shout you out if you did donate in my next show. Other than that, that's about it, you know. Catch you on the next stream. So y'all take care. Have a blessed day. Keep the peace. Don't let nobody, break your spirit, brothers. Just take it easy out there, man, because it's a cold world. It's a cold world. We're going to have more content like this that focus primarily just on issues men go through and some solutions. And even if I didn't pour out a lot of solutions in this video, I'm going to have a bunch of solutions in other videos. It's just that it's a lot of stuff I'm putting out there. And you got to talk about it first so that it could be therapy. And then you start to implement different things that as a man you can do. I mean, I put some suggestions on different things to do in this stream here. It's just that when I'm doing the live, I can't even remember what I was saying in most cases because it's a lot of stuff that I poured out. I'm pouring out my spirit, believe it or not. And this is when a good woman comes in handy to fill your spirit up, to encourage you, to fix you a nice meal and, just do what's right. That way you restore yourself as a man. Very important. So I'm going to sign out, y'all. Y'all take care. Have a good day. And that's about it, man. I am out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $ Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.